Hey, my name is Badass Benny and welcome to my channel. If you're an ace, AMAC, and sex human trafficking survivor, you're in the right place. And it won't cost you a penny to like and subscribe and to share worldwide. And please leave a comment down below on the video. Today we're going to do storytelling. And this person's name is Tracy Love. Now, Tracy Love and I have known each other before when I was in high school. I was like a friend of a friend and a sister of a friend. And she was known for her cakes. Like, she could make real cakes. Like, one time she made a cake that looked like a real turd. And she would put like corns in it, cut off those candies, the candy corns, and she cut off the orange part and make little corns, and she put in like, it was like a flies, pretend flies, plastic flies that looked real, And she made it for a professor. She was always creative, just so creative, and loved the way that she dressed. And she's from the East Coast and had that accent, East Coast accent. Blonde hair, beautiful, beautiful woman. And smart, short, just full of vigor. And that's when, when I was a teenager, when I met her. And so, I wasn't sure if I could take him as a client, but they wanted me, and so we talked it out. And I'm going to tell you folks, this story scared the crap out of me. Like, I got scared, and I went, when I heard her story, it was this one particular night that she shared her story, and I was doing trainings. I had people in forensics and scientists, and we had all kinds of people from the community and professionals, and for trainings and stuff. And I was on TV. I got to do that and radio, and it was fun. And I was like the volunteer services coordinator, and she would Tracy Love would she made me like a heart, and then some art thing for the volunteers, and she would just do amazing things and give back. And felt, though, that she was being used because of her story and the sensation of it, because she had been across the nation, knew her story, and been on TV shows and all that stuff. And so her story, and I had permission to tell her story, but not use her name, of course. So in this story you can find that, she went out drinking and to a bar and met this guy. It was an African-American guy, and they've been drinking, and I'm not sure if he bought her drinks or what, but they both had been drinking. They both went out and smoked a joint. He ended up having a van of some sort, and so she got encouraged to go into the van, and they traveled up off of an old highway and parked off into the fields. And I think at that time she was like concerned of her safety. And he took a crowbar to her, and it hurt her in all possible ways you can think of. Inside of her, in her butt and in her vagina. Left her for dead. Raped her several times. Tortured her, and left her for dead, and she had been naked out in a field, and someone in the neighborhood in the area heard her, thought it was a wild animal, and they went out and it was a woman. And they lost an eye. They've had she had all kinds of physical health problems, mental health, afterwards, and had a good friend too that would stay by her, and it affected her sexual relations. She got more violent, like she was perpetrating on the people, you know. So she passed away of cancer, and always felt taken advantage of by the place where I worked because of the sensation of her story, and taken advantage of. And so I did report some things that, because of it, you can't take advantage of people like that when you're vulnerable. So that's a whole nother story on sexual harassment. That's another video. So, but this is about a friend, about a woman. But her story, when I heard her story in training, in person, I went to my boss and said I was scared for the first time ever hearing a story. And when you know, as a sexual assault survivor, and you've been tough, like you're like, you're so tough that nothing can get to you because you've seen so much negativity and so much hardness and made you hard, and when you start healing, you start to heal, you start to open up and cry, and all those things come up, feelings and emotions, and your body remembers, and you're going through it. So there's that. Thank you for listening, and I would like to know, let me know how you take care of yourself.